Spoiler alert. We're breaking down the events of Virgin River Season 3 premiere. Haven't watched? You know the drill. After 8 months of stagnant torture, the waters of Virgin River are flowing once again. Picking up where last season's potentially fatal cliffhanger left off, Friday's premiere begins with Jack being wheeled into the emergency room to a haunting cover of Bob Marley and the Wailers, Three Little Birds. But lyrics be damned, we were worried about a thing, that thing being Jack's very existence, as I'm not sure I even trust those doctors. Did none of them even consider giving him an emergency plaid transplant? The viewers are then whisked over to Jack's bar, where the denizens of Virgin River have gathered for a candlelight vigil. Just kidding. They're throwing Ricky a surprise graduation party, revealing that quite a bit of time has passed since Jack's shooting. In a 10-episode season, having Jack sidelined with recovery wasn't something we felt the audience or we were interested in, showrunner Sue Tenney explains to TVLine. We're centering more on the psychological aspect of the shooting, so that was the reason for the time jump. We wanted to get into it right away. Despite Jack's unidentified shooter still being very much at large, we find that life in Virgin River has returned to relative normalcy. Connie and Preacher are still raising someone else's child in secret, Muriel is still planting seeds of sexual confusion in Doc's garden, and Ricky is still devastatingly brainless. At one point, he casually tells Jack, "I'm glad you didn't die. Remind me how this kid graduated high school again?" That said, one key character is missing in the premiere. Hope is visiting her aunt in South Carolina, leaving Doc to face his diagnosis alone. His sporadic headaches and eye problems are a result of his macular degeneration, which could leave him blind. He's playing it cool, but he's concerned enough that he's starting a confidential search for his replacement at the clinic. Don't tell Mel. There are a few other new developments afoot, like Charmaine's sudden engagement to Todd. He's a highly regarded personal injury lawyer, and if you ever forget that, his fiancée will be happy to remind you. Constantly. The restraint Mel exhibits while Charmaine regales her with the wild story about how she met Todd at her hair salon is truly admirable. She should be eligible for sainthood simply for not laughing in Charmaine's face. The premiere also introduces us to Jack's sister Brie, an attorney who apparently dropped everything to be by her brother's side after his shooting. A tense phone call with a presumed ex-boyfriend, "I don't care what you do with my stuff. Stop calling me," tells us that Brie has some skeletons in her closet, and her chemistry with Brady tells us that she'll probably have a few more in there by the time this season is over.